We'll take a moment to center our bodies, sitting in a comfortable position for the legs, lifting the spine nice and tall. We'll take a moment to lift the shoulders, rolling the shoulder blades down the back, keeping length in the spine by drawing the low belly in and slightly up to stabilize the low back. Shoulder blades will descend down as the collarbones broaden away from the center of the body. Hands rest comfortably to the legs, palms down, elbows beneath the shoulders. Keeping length in the spine, extending up through the back of the neck. Imagining if the spine continued out through the crown of the head, lifting towards the ceiling. Pausing here, turning inward and focusing on the breath. If it's okay for your body to close your eyes, you'll close your eyes. Taking a nice deep breath in. With the exhalation, allowing the head to gently bow. Open the eyes and lift the chin back up. Working with some shoulder opening, we'll bring the right hand forward, palm facing up. Extending from the shoulder out through the fingertips. Making sure the shoulder remains in the socket. Keeping the spine nice and tall. We'll take the right arm up and bring the hand back as if we were going to pat ourselves on the back. The left hand crosses over. We'll bring the fingertips to the tricep. Encourage a deeper opening by moving the tricep, this portion of the upper arm, back at the elbow at the same time moves back as well. Honor this place, particularly if you have tighter shoulders. To deepen the practice, you'll take the palm of your left hand to the tip of the elbow of the right arm, and then drawing the elbow back a little bit further. Note when you take this transition, sometimes the rib cage will want to poke forward. We'll do our best to keep our bellies toned, to keep that in alignment. From here, to go a little deeper, reach your elbow into your hand, and then push your hand back to your elbow, and you'll feel your tricep, that upper muscle of the upper arm, come to life. To release, bring the left arm out. Extend the right arm out. Lower the arm down. Draw your shoulders up for a moment and roll the shoulder blades down. On the opposite side, left arm forward, palm faces up. Extending the arm straight, engage the shoulder into the socket. Lengthen the arm up and bring your hand to the back body as if you were patting yourself on the back. Your right hand transitions over, fingers to this tricep muscle, moving the arm back, feeling a deeper stretch. Honoring this may be enough for us today, or going deeper. Palm goes to the elbow, and we draw the arm back even further. Lift the elbow into the palm of the hand. Press your palm to the elbow, feeling that muscle wake up a bit more. Always moving in a range that is pain-free. To come out, bringing the right arm out. Extend the left arm forward. Always trying to come out the way we went in, and then lower the arm down. Drawing the shoulders up for a moment, rolling the shoulder blades softly down the back. Pausing here and feeling the effects of the stretch. To go deeper, bring your right arm to the side, palm is face up. Align well with the shoulder. Bring the arm overhead, and you'll reach your fingers across the head. Maybe touching the ear, maybe not, doing your best. Take the left hand, extend a bit to the side, just gently reaching into the fingertips. Take a breath in. As you exhale, gently let the weight of the arm draw yourself into the stretch. So I'm not pulling my head to the side with the hand, just allowing this weight of this arm up top to get me into a nice gentle stretch. Or always be mindful with the neck, not to force. Gentle breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. For stability, to help us with the neck as we come out, we'll lift the head gently up into the top arm. That makes the muscles wake up a bit, and then we bring the head back to center and release the right arm out. Second side. Left arm to the side, shoulder level. Turn the palm up. Cross the arm over. Bring the forearm over the head and fingers reach to the opposite side, maybe touching the ear. The right hand walks a bit away so we feel a gentle stretch. Working with an inhalation and an exhalation, let the weight of the arm pull the head gently to one side. An interesting phenomenon happens in the practice of yoga. One side will feel much different in the stretch than the other. Don't worry about that, it's typical in our bodies. A safe transition for our exit. Push the head up into the arm to stabilize the neck muscles as you bring your head back to center. The right arm comes in a bit as you bring your left arm out. Lower down, let's roll our shoulders, making sure we're not holding any residual tension after these openings. Next is a great opportunity to create space between the shoulder blades. So draw the arms, both arms to the side this time, palms are face up. We'll bring the arms in front of us and we'll make an X. The right arm will be on top of the left. We're trying to intersect the arms about at the portion of the elbow. Again, depending on the flexibility of the shoulders, we'll do our best. And then you'll bring your hands around, take your fingers towards the outer shoulder. And if flexibility allows, you'll walk your fingers deeper around so we can actually feel a little bit more of the shoulder blade. From here, pulling the blades gently away from the spine, we'll lengthen the right side of the neck. A reminder, be gentle with that stretch, not overdoing. Bring the head back to center, keeping the arms in place. We'll lengthen the opposite side. Our tendency sometimes is to want to bring the shoulder up to the ear. Keep that shoulder blade descending down. And bring your head back to center. Note which arm is on top as we open the arms back to the side. Palms up, extending from our heart out through the fingertips. We'll take the opposite arm on top this time. So, making an X, nestle those elbows in towards each other. Wrap your hands around. Sneak your fingers towards those blades as best you can, pulling the blades away from the spine. Lengthen the left side of the neck. Bring your head back to center and lengthen the opposite side, keeping the shoulders relaxed. The head comes back to center. Unwrap the arms, stretch out, turn the palms down, and lower the arms, coming back to center. We're going to take that pose a little deeper. So, arms to the side, palms facing the earth this time. Make an X, the right arm on top of the left. Again, intersecting about at the elbow portion. This time we're going to start to nestle the elbows in and start to draw the back of the hands together. Note this, if this is too challenging, return to the modification you just experienced. Otherwise, to go a little deeper, the bottom fingers we may sneak around to the top palm. That's not afforded to everyone's wrist, so the modification is just backing the hands up. If you are able to bring your fingers around to the palm, you work there. You'll feel a beautiful stretch between your shoulder blades. To deepen that application, draw your elbows forward away from your torso. Make sure your shoulders don't come up with that change, so soften the shoulder blades down. A few breaths here to feel the opening between our shoulder blades. To come out, draw the elbows back in, unwrap the arms, stretch it out, lengthen out again from the heart center through the fingertips. Second side, making our X, opposite arm on top. Nestling the elbows towards each other, starting to draw the back of the hands together. Reminder, you can always return to the modification. Otherwise, sneaking the bottom fingers to the top palm. Note this, if you really have to turn your wrist to make that happen, please don't. Take care of yourself and just work here. To go deeper in this practice, if you've managed to make the clasp, draw the elbows gently away from you. Keep your gaze straight ahead as you descend your shoulder blades softly down. Nice, steady breath to help us stay in the moment of our practice. And then, unwrapping the arms, stretch it out, and lower the arms down. We're going to go a little deeper with a pose we started with earlier today, where we had that nice tricep stretch. We're going to involve the second arm. This requires that I turn around, so pardon my back for a moment. I'll turn myself around, sitting comfortably, One arm to the side, palm faces the back wall, thumb faces the earth. I'll draw the arm behind, palm faces the back wall. And I just go where I can naturally. The opposite arm stretches forward, up, and then reaching the hand down. If the fingers are near each other, they clasp. Now that's not always available, so hold on to your t-shirt. Rolling the upper arm in, bottom shoulder descends. To come out, we go out the way we went in. Top arm comes out, releases down. Bottom arm releases carefully, roll the shoulders. Second side, arm to the side, palm faces the back wall, thumb faces the earth. Carefully bringing the arm behind us. You'll note again there's a variance in the size of our flexibility. Opposite arm forward, palm up. We bring the arm up and down. Hold on to the t-shirt to help you out in your stretch. Maintaining the top elbow pointing up, relaxing this bottom shoulder blade down. To release, top arm comes out, bottom arm out, and gently roll your shoulders. We'll transition to some openings with John's body on the mat. So we'll work with a hamstring stretch that John is demonstrating here. Since our flexibility will be different for each body, we'll use a strap to help maintain the alignment of a straight hamstring. As you see, one leg is raised in the air, the strap is at the head of the heel. We protect the soft tissue of the arch by making sure it's more towards the edge of the bone. The opposite leg is extended, and it's active, meaning the leg extends directly off the hip and the foot is flexed, as if we were standing up on that foot. When we come to the stretch, particularly as new yogis, this can be really challenging for the hamstring. So, what I'll offer is stretching the leg more forward, allowing John to have more strap so the arms are stretched straight. And then you can see with the adjustment, his leg is stretched straight, so the hamstring is actually extended well in the stretch. As you start to grow in your practice, you can bring the foot higher. When you're becoming into the practice as a new person, you want to give yourself grace, as John's demonstrating here with the leg extended forward. The arms are active holding the stretch, but you're going to keep your shoulders descending away from the ears, the back of the shoulder blades to the mat, so that we're not creating any undue tension. From here, we'll move into the inner thigh stretch. I'll have John place both straps into the hand on the outside. His opposite arm reaches off to the side, and then we'll take this arm, switch hands, John, thank you. This arm will come to the side, extending off. This will help stabilize the back shoulder. Keeping this leg active, he'll take a breath in. As he exhales, he'll open the leg to the side. Very nice. Again, your flexibility may be very different than the person next to you, so you always honor what you can maintain and feel like you're getting a nice stretch without overdoing. So John is adjusting his leg up, which helps him say, I can hold this stretch with a good awareness. We'll get the outer hip a bit, so we'll bring the leg back up. We'll transition the strap to the opposite hand, extending this arm to the side, shoulder level. And then John will keep the leg as straight as he can, utilizing that strap. We'll cross the leg a bit towards the side. You don't have to go far to feel a great stretch here. So, people feel it in many different places. It should originate around the low back at the buttock. You'll feel the stretch up the outer leg, some to the outer knee, some folks even down the outer leg a bit. This is all you need to do to get a great hip opening. No need to go further, particularly when we're starting out. Working with the breath, John will take an inhale. As he exhales, he'll draw the leg back up. The strap will come away and he'll lower the leg. Now we suggest to rest after a particular stretch to feel the effects on your body. This one's kind of cool when you come out of that leg and stretch should feel a the arch of the foot happy. He's coming in slowly with a great awareness of not forcing. These muscles can be very tight, even from doing great things such as walking or running or playing tennis or cycling. So move with awareness as John has demonstrated here, to take your time, never forcing your muscles beyond where they need to go too quickly. So the strap is helping him maintain a nice straight leg alignment here. The opposite leg is extending with an active foot. So that foot is imagining it standing up on itself. Shoulders well away from the ears, and the energy in the bicep as he holds the strap. So that helps bear a little bit of the load. Let's work with the inner thigh stretch. I'll have John take the straps into the hand nearest me, opposite arm to the side, shoulder level, palm up. Working with an inhalation and an exhalation to bring the leg to the side. Note the alignment of the pelvis. He's doing a great job staying neutral here and not allowing himself to roll too far towards me, which would allow this buttock to come off the earth. A reminder, you can back up a bit if you're not as open and just hold a smaller stretch. Always good to take care of yourself. Let's set up for the revolve. A breath in, as we exhale, bringing the leg out. The straps will switch hands now. This arm reaching to the side. This is our stabilizer. Inhale, with the exhalation, gently guide the leg over to the side. That's all you need to do. It's a short trip to feel the effective stretch here. The opposite leg sometimes wants to come along for the ride, so your work is to keep that thigh bone grounding and rolling slightly in towards the midline of our body. Excellent. A breath in. As you exhale, bringing the leg back up. Taking the strap away and lowering this leg. Pause. Feel. This is one of the most beneficial stretches for in our practice of yoga for our back body, particularly, because you can appreciate if the hamstring is tight, it's going to pull on the low back. In application with tuning on pianos, being over the piano all the time can make your back tight anyway, so tight hamstrings are going to add to the problem. A great stretch to help yourself out. Let's transition to a hip opening. Bending both knees. I'll have John place his ankle to the opposite knee. Pausing here. For some of us, this opening is enough. There's no need to go deeper. If you are more open and want a bigger challenge, you'll draw this leg in towards you and add the arms, reaching one arm through the window of the leg, the opposite hand from the outside, and clasping behind the knee. John has nice open shoulders, and his hips are well aligned so he can hold this stretch. That's not afforded to everyone. So again, we could bring a strap into the equation. The hand can hold the strap, and that way he gives himself a little more grace if the arms can't hold the stretch. So as he works here, he'll feel a great opening in the buttock muscles, which help the hips stay open and efficient. The shoulders stay relaxed as we work with the hip opening. The breath nice and steady. Keeping the breath moving will help the muscles that are stretching out. I do honor when we go into tight places. This could be tight for my body. Sometimes you want to hold the breath. So remind yourself to breathe. Let's try the second side. I'll have John release. I'll hold your strap. Feel for a second. And let's alter the second side. There we go. Drawing the leg in and adding the arms. We'll work with the arm clasp for this variation so you can appreciate, if the flexibility allows, where the hands would be in position from your viewpoint on that side of the pose. Keeping the feet flexed is important. That is a stabilization for the tendons and the ligaments that support the knee. If the feet are soft and relaxed, we don't have that stabilization. So this is an important practice. Our goal is to help our bodies feel happier after our practice of yoga and make sure we're safe. As we hold the hip opening with the legs drawing in, the shoulders are relaxed. He's doing a nice job keeping his head centered on the floor so the neck is aligned well. Inhale, and with the exhalation, we'll release and bring the feet back to the earth. Pause, feel, appreciate the work that your body did.